Alright, hello, welcome back. This is just a quick follow-up to the previous comment on Prohibition. This is the level 5 of an escalation target. And actually, let me go ahead and... I always forget which button I have to hit to do that. Yes, so basically I have to take out these two guys, escape by the speedboat, and basically I have 30 seconds between taking out both of these guys with a headshot from a sniper's rifle. So, so the follow-up to the Prohibition. So one of the things that I had meant to mention or discuss a little bit about the Prohibition and the violence is an interesting thing that my attention was drawn to a few years ago about Prohibition. So the argument, of course, about the violence that was created and that, you know, people like Al Capone, you know, would never become so big or so massively, dangerous if it weren't for Prohibition. And which is probably entirely true, but you know, my attention was drawn to the idea of so yeah, that was actually one of the easiest level 5 escalations, was to ask the question, how does the violence that we had during Prohibition, all the people that were killed, all those things that had happened, how does that compare to the violence and the people who have been killed since Prohibition because it was canceled? And I'm speaking specifically of such things as people killed or injured by drunk drivers. Having worked in the mental health field, I've seen plenty of situations where situations that would have probably turned out okay if one of the people involved hadn't been drunk. And because they were drunk, that it wasn't a situation caused by alcohol, but it was made considerably worse because some idiot was drunk there at that time. And how it could have been much, much better had alcohol not been involved. And I think it is an interesting juxtaposition, an interesting comparison to think of the two things. Whether we've had more deaths because we stopped Prohibition, or whether there were fewer deaths because we stopped Prohibition. And yeah, just a little something to give you time to think about. I would just have to sneak past these guys to get to the exit, but I accomplished the mission, so I will leave it at that. Leave you with that food for thought, and like and subscribe if you like it, and I will come back next time and talk about cannabis.